Okay, Roachy, I'll tell you what. Toe-to-toe, me and you. I'll disprove everything you say about me. Because I don't fucking lie, bitch. And you're in a cunt. Okay? Roachy, be careful when you come over to America. Just remember you're a guest here. Remember that.
I got other problems, you know. I got other fucking problems, you know. I don't get rid of this fucking nasty stuff inside my system because I can't even get an erection anymore.
Biggest bull bar, bam, something bad can happen. Shred very lightly. I'm just telling you, accidents happen every day in life, especially in America. And I'll know every move you make when you're in Vegas. I make sure of that already. I got people already on the eyes on you, motherfucker.
Now, this fucking medicine has got me impotent and fucking locked up, man.
You ain't gonna do nothing now, man. You ain't do nothing, man. Roachy comes to America. Change your tune, bitch. Make sure everybody, when you see that fucking motherfucker, spit in his fucking face. Spit like somebody's foreign country when we go over to their country and they fucking poo on us. Do that to him.
We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender.
That's been making me laugh all fucking week, right? If you didn't watch it live, some people didn't have any audio when Stealth went live, but I happen to have the audio version of that live stream. And as you heard there, Stealth would rather listen to Boy George and the Culture Club than Iron Maiden. So that's what we're dealing with. I got to make this quick today, partly because I've got too much fucking shit to go through. And this happened this very morning for me at 6 o'clock in the morning. However, there is some clips that was from the other day that I thought was quite appropriate, apropos, if you will, as it were. Whatever the fuck autistic catchphrases from the Dabbleverse you want to use. Allow me to present to you the number one Shuli fan, Bacon Bits.
Andre, you don't need to give every little fucking gay boy who has 2 fucking viewers a platform just because they're nice to you for 5 minutes. Just saying.
I want everybody to bear that in mind. He is saying to the Transformer, Troon, if you will, chick with a dick, the geezer from fucking Vegas. Hey, look, you don't have to send everybody that's nice to you the link. I want you to bear that in mind, that Bacon is telling the Transformers what to do. Okay, because this is quite appropriate. This is a little bit of a suck my own dick stream, so get fucking used to it.
Oh, Roachy, by the way, we have a common enemy now. Roachy, I need to talk to you about Joey C soon. So if you can put down your fucking kebab and pitchfork for 5 minutes, let me know. Oh, Joey came in here last night and tried to put his dick on the table, but he doesn't know what he's fucking with.
Right. You, for those that don't know, who don't know me too well, maybe I should do an introduction. I'm Roachy, right? I happen to be the one thing that Joey C can't seem to shift apart from syphilis and a whore of a wife. But apart from that, that's me. That's the three constants that Joey's got in his life. So when I hear Bacon say that Joey tried to come and put his dick on the table, my antennas went up. I went, what? What are we dealing with, Bacon? And this is what happened. This was a couple of nights ago. I believe the fruit who's in the chat was there at the time. You can verify time of events, whatever fucking day.
Oh no, you
Deep dis-
I know, Echo. He has no idea that I'm joking. Even when I told him I'm joking, he sat here lurking in the chat, not saying a word. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna make this guy's list. First, he was screaming at me, telling me to fucking watch my back and never come to his area. Oh, Joey's Joey.
Count doc.
I can.
There you go. Bacon's comeback to Joey is Joey. Whew. I'll tell you what, the Catalanos better watch out with this Canadian guy. He's going to be quite dangerous. If you're not aware, if you don't watch Bacon Bits, not only is he the #1 Shuley fan, which he is, and he's admitted to that, this guy has claimed to me that he is busy writing checks for his business, right? Because he owns his own business. Now, I'm not going to goof on him for that because who knows, it's Canada. They might be back in the 70s. Who knows? However, we all know that nobody writes checks in 2026. And we all know by the state of Bacon Bits, he's just as poor as I am. And I live in a fucking prison. So clearly, anyway, let's get back to this clip and what Bacon's about to say.
You're getting pissy. This is
Oh,
A loyal sponsor of my
Roachy hates me that much that he's willing to go with the Catalanos on this one. All right. Roachy Catalano it is.
show. It's a great
You do know that means that you're related to Tojo now, right?
Now, this is the one thing that us Brits would accuse you Americans of, right? Which is not understanding irony or sarcasm. Now, understand Bacon Bits is trying some sarcasm there, yeah? But Bacon, you are aware that Tojo isn't actually related to Joey C, right? You are aware of this, right? Yeah? So your joke falls flat on its ass when I've already pointed out the hypocrisy of Joey trying to claim to be Tommy Jordan's kid when Tommy Jordan is the same height as Joey C. We all know his kids are taller than Joey C. Come on, fucking catch up. Anyway.
And the only thing I want to cover Roachy in is gasoline and make sure I'm smoking.
Jimmy Josta from Hate.
Roachy.
Right, okay, so to give you context, you noticed there that was the start of his show. This was 6 o'clock in the morning, my time, UK. I'm trying to go to sleep, so I decided to put Bacon Bits on because that will put me to sleep. And this happened. So he's playing his intro, and I'm pointing out what on earth has happened between the 4 hours ago when you were live and now that you have to go live, right? Now, instead of just going, fuck it, I'm doing a live stream, I'm doing my show or my podcast, he's immediately distracted by me. To be fair to him, he did say, and I think it might be in the clip, I can't remember what I fucking edited now, that his show is about the chat. Now, I encourage everybody that's in my chat to please go and subscribe to Bacon Bits and be part of his show. Give him the content that he's dying for. Anyway, I'll allow Bacon to say his bit, and I'll let you judge because he poses a question to me, and of course I'm biased. I'm going to side with me, right? Anyway. Yeah.
What do you think is more embarrassing? Me going live again because I'm bored and want to hang out with people who enjoy my company, or watching something that you hate at 6 a.m. and coming up with the same joke over and over again? I'll wait.
See, now, as a undiagnosed autistic fucking spastic that I am, I do tend to find myself repeating little catchphrases, like hit the like button, banana, shit like that, right? And I hate it when I see other people doing the same because you kind of go, come on, be better than that. At least with myself, I'll call myself out with it. But anyway, as you saw there, he's a big Tommy Jordan fan as well and a TSM fan. It's weird, but yet he claims to be a Dabbleverse fan. Anyway, back to Bacon and his little bit of an epic. I don't know what to call this. I wouldn't say a spurg out. I would call it probably. This is an example of what the Shuley fans are. And the fact that they've turned against each other and it's happening in real time, I think is probably being missed by everybody because everybody's going, holy fuck, Chad Zumach raised his GoFundMe. Like, okay, yeah, it was always going to happen. It's fucking Chad Zumach.
I've been getting updates. I thought fucking somebody died the way my phone was going off. Roachy, how many people do you have in the first 30 seconds of your show?
Good question. I wasn't quick enough to get through this clip. We're 10 minutes in. There's currently 50 people. In your first 30 seconds of your show, there was 8 people, Bacon. 8 people. And me. So that's 9. I'm going to make the assumption that you're watching your own live stream too. So that narrows it down to 8. Again, what was the point of going live? You didn't bring anything. Well, actually, you did. You brought me some content. Anyway, I'll digress.
Just shut the fuck up. I'm not worried about you. I'll do a show for 2 people if I want. I'm trying to figure out what hot girls have to do with fucking drinking. Yes, Roachy, that's what I said. Jesus Christ. Is that what...
So I didn't repeat it in the clip. You heard correctly there. Bacon said he's trying to figure out what hot girls has got to do with drinking. Now, you heard at the start of the clip, he's telling the Troons, Transformers, what to do. So I'm going to make the assumption as a Shuley fan, he's a closeted homosexual. Anyway.
What you want, buddy? Yes, that's what I said. Yeah. The king of fucking can't speak in fucking English. Let me take half of your sentence and use it against you. You know what?
Do I really have to be this autistic and break down that sentence that you just said there, Bacon Bits? Yeah. The king of not being able to speak English, I believe is how you would probably try and go about that sentence that you spoke from your mouth. But anyway, sorry. As you can tell, I'm learning off of the fruit. Pause every 2 seconds. Right, Ickle?
What? Here, go sign into an alt if you want to be stupid. If you want to say something fucking clever, go ahead, buddy. But while we're on the topic of victory laps.
So, as you can see, the first video he plays in this live stream was a clip from Dirty Jersey Rat. He complains about this clip because Dirty Jersey Rat puts in Chad naming off his producers, right? And he goes, oh, what's the point of this clip? You clip better. How about this, dickhead? How about you clip your own fucking stuff? If I was Dirty Jersey Rat, I would have ripped down that video right when you were live. And then you would have been fucked. And then you would have to move on to your next clip, which he's about to present. Anyway, here we go.
I was laying there watching Clown Town. Yes, I was watching Povo's Clown Town. Hanging out with the dog, winding down for the night. And as I'm watching Povo's Clown Town, my phone goes bing, 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 bing. I went, what the fuck just happened? I thought, oh my God, did John just go live?
There you go. His phone goes off, and his first thought is, did John go live? Now, I know he's a Shuley fan, so I'm going to try and be very nice about this. You have YouTube. You have a capability of turning on notifications on certain channels you're subscribed to. And guess what? If John went live, you'll get the fucking notification, you idiot. Jesus Christ. Your first thought is, did John go live? Why would anybody message you and tell you that John Melendez is live? The fuck's the matter with you? Anyway, back to this retard.
I fucking grabbed the phone and I look and somebody says, oh my God, turn on TSN right now. And this will scare Roachy away anyway because he doesn't give a fuck. Although he's probably going to clip this as, oh my God, look at the TSN fan talk about TSN. But anyway.
Correct, Bacon. I'm about to show my audience, whoever, or the 50-odd people that decided they can tolerate absolute dog shit for an hour, exactly what a TSN fan is. And that is you. And what's hilarious about this is I know that at some point you're going to go live later and you're going to watch this, right? Which is hilarious because I'm going to then clip that and play that next week. And then you'll watch that and then I'll clip that and play that next week. It'll be like Inception. It's great.
I don't want to give away too much, but if you don't know what the raid is, there is a show that they do for tier 2 members called The Raid.
There you go. That's all you need to know, right? And I edited this part because he goes on for another 3 minutes explaining that this particular stream wasn't that tier 2 membership. It's like, who gives a fuck? It's a shooting network. Anyway, I digress. What's about to transpire is something that the Aussie guy played earlier. So if you watch the Aussie guy, he watched it from Shuley's end, and he missed out on this gold. He could have watched it from the Bacon Bits end. This is glorious.
It's funny because we all have these stupid names and they're not used to saying these fucking dumbass names that we all have. And then we hop in their chat and they're like, who? Big Daddy what now? Like tongue punch my fart box and stuff like that.
Yeah, because original Shuley fans' names, tongue punch my fart box. Like that's not been said before on the internet way back in the fucking 90s. Holy shit.
That's funny shit.
Hey, buddy. Sorry, I'm in bed. You know, it's been 4.
All right.
So to give you context, right, I believe that's a guy called Beef Driftmans, the guy that Bacon Bits had a little bit of a falling out with. And if you're a Rocco fan, you would have watched Rocco covered this on Saturday. And Rocco explained, apparently those two fell out because each of them didn't answer each other's texts. Like, how fucking gay can you get? Anyway, so this is Bacon Bits. I tried to zoom out so you can get context of what he's actually watching. And then I zoom in on Bacon Bits to show you how excited he is over what transpires. Yeah, anyway.
And you can hear the disgust in Frog's voice there. And he just immediately closes it and says, yep, okay. This is such a cathartic moment for me.
Hang on for a second, bro. Give
Yes,
me
sir,
the
go
peace
ahead.
sign. Give me a peace sign.
So as you heard there, he's over the moon, right? As I get distracted and look, it's still 0-0 between Brazil and Norway. I know everybody gives a fuck. Where is Mr. Blue Sky? What's going on? I thought you were Danish or something. Anyway.
Okay. What's up?
Hey, so all right, what happens is we have a show called The Raid, Devo. But people come in before we come in. Yeah, and people come in before we get the chance to go in. We don't get the chance to do our show. So
as you heard there from Mike Moore's own fucking mouth, his own words there, we don't have the chance to do our show. Right. So what basically the raid is they're going around looking on YouTube to find smaller live streamers that are stupid enough to put their StreamYard or their EVMux link in their chat. And they go in and therefore hilarity happens. And because somebody else is beating the Shuleys to the punch, they're offended. Now, this is prime opportunity for any OG dabblers out there or any new dabblers that know what they're doing to beat the Shuley network to the punch and tell whoever they're looking at, whoever they're watching, exactly what the Shuley network is about. I don't know, maybe somebody should go on a live stream using OBS and then just play footage of ISO, for example. That would be pretty funny, right? Anyway.
Beef is one of the guys who comes in before we go in.
Oh,
Why are you calling me out, dude?
Hey, host of the show I watch that I'm a fan of, why are you calling me out, dude, for ruining your bit? Mars, be honest with me. What was better, the fireworks or this?
Now, look at the glee in his face. Now, a lot of you that know me personally will know that at one point I was really fucked off with Ickle, right? And probably the feeling was mutual. However, you won't ever catch me on a live stream smiling like a Cheshire cat because this was greater than the fireworks today. Bear in mind, this was 4th of July, 250 years of American independence. By the way, if you fuckers just got on with making tea, you wouldn't have had a fucking holiday in this month. Anyway, whatever.
It is Mike. It's like you remember the Tonight Show?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a friend of ours used to be the announcer.
Now that's interesting. Aussie guy, if you happen to watch this shit or whatever, you seem to be the #1 Shuley hater at the moment. Go back and clip that, right? Because I'm sure Stuttering John would want to take that into court, right? The guy who's actually listed on the lawsuit against Stuttering John claims that Stuttering John's his friend. Therefore, why would they be suing Stuttering John if they were friends? Anyway.
Tonight Show. So imagine one of the audience in the Tonight Show started screaming out the jokes while Jay's trying to do the monologue. So it's kind of like that.
And Andy is the nicest guy. He gives Beef so much fucking rope, and even he's chuckling.
By the way, I've not watched the Shooting Network for so long. I don't know who the fuck Andy is. Is he the fucking guy that looked like that other comedian? I don't know. I generally don't know. But I kept that in. As you can see, I'm zooming in on Bacon Bits. You know this layout that I've got here, right? You know you can choose to start your live stream like this or in that mode that he did. It's almost as if Bacon Bits has picked up on, oh shit, people are looking at my background. How about this, Bacon? Who gives a fuck what your background looks like? Who cares whether somebody can spot the blue tack right there? You know? Fuck them.
What's up, man? Hey, did B fuck the show up yet? Yeah, what happens is we come in to do a raid, and then this fucking jabroni comes in and he fucks it all up. Hey, how you been, bro?
Man, thank you guys for all the love. Word.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you, Mike.
What are you
Somebody
smoking?
had to fucking say it. I'm so glad that it was you.
Anything
Because
that
if I
ain't
had said it,
glued to my
Julie would have been
table.
pissed at me.
Yeah.
And as you heard there, the frog was like, oh, thanks, Mike, for saying that, because Shuli would be annoyed if I said it. Ooh. Fucking grow up. You're supposed to be a fucking adult, right? Jesus. Anyway.
Somebody had to. Thank you.
I get it. And the raid was always an interactive show and shit like that, right? And like,
Right, okay. So remember what he said previously at the start of this. He's telling the Troons what to do with their show. Yeah? It's weird, right? I know I'm not like go and find somebody else to watch. Anyway, for real. Like what Bacon's about to say is hilarious, right? And I really need to find the right way to word this. Please pay attention to exactly what he says, yeah, and hear the audacity of the Shuli fans and the pedestal that they've put Shuli on. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, people might say, hey, Roachy, you take this shit way too seriously. You know, it's just a YouTube show. You know, why are you trying to tell everybody to pick a side? It's because of this.
they wanted people to come on and stuff like that. But like, come on once in a while, make your impact, blah, blah, blah. Don't go on everyone. Don't go on before they do. Like, it's a paid show. Some people pay their money to fucking watch that show who don't get a gifted membership. And then fucking, oh, there's beef drippings every single time. And beef will do something stupid. And then all of a sudden they won't let Shuli or Mike or Zen in to do their planned bit for their fucking show that they use to feed their families and shit.
So there you go. You heard. The Shuli fan is annoyed that the other Shuli fan went on before them because Shuli wouldn't be able to go on this other YouTuber's live stream to create content on so that they can feed their families. How about why has Shuli got the balls or the audacity to go on somebody's show for content? How about that, Bacon? Anyway, that, yeah, I woke up today and went, right, I've got to play that, right? So that's number one of 4 cows we've got, right? That's maybe a calf, right? And yesterday I had this thought in my head of going, but you know what? I'm known for covering Joey C, and Joey C seems to be a bit of a seasoned cow. You know how much milk you can get out of the motherfucker, you know? But there's levels of this, right? There's little things that these low cows do, right? Prime example, go live and just read the chat. Have no content and expect people to give them money for no apparent fucking reason. The other thing is do you know what? I'll do in real life streams, you know, like a walk and talk, for example. Yeah, that's a low cow thing to fucking do. And we'll get to that in a second. I will leave the Joey C shit to the end. Now, StealthKaos has entered the ring. I'm extremely annoyed at Stevie motherfucking Lou for getting StealthKaos on MLC as quickly as he did. Because Stealth hasn't had a chance to actually develop some sort of know-how to live stream, even though he's been going on streams for fucking two fucking years now, right? Anyway, so I'm going to present you something that happened on MLC yesterday, a short bit, and then I'm going to present to you Stealth on his own. Again, remember what Beef Tips did? His show is about, having fun with people he likes and interacting with the chat. StealthKaos is copying the same fucking format.
My ex to be the dominant one to pay for everything because that's how you prefer women.
That's a good move.
I don't think so. And the reason I don't think so because if I did, it was.
We saw the DMs. Everybody saw the DMs.
No way. If I did, and I don't remember.
Wait, you like the woman to be dominant?
No, not at all.
Yeah. So does Karmic. So what's going on here?
No. Come on.
Right. You do see, and the reason why I paused it, Stealth does have an issue with his ring finger on his right hand having to bend over his middle finger, which is an interesting deformity to have, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, and that's why I kept that in just for this clip. It's going to end in 2 seconds, and this is Stealth on his own live stream. 4.5 hours he was live, by the way. So shout out to anybody that actually fucking watched the whole lot of that. It was terrible. Anyway,
come on. Okay. Theoretically, I'm live right now. Is there anybody out there that can alert me in the chat to whether whether my microphone's working for a start?
if only StreamYard, for example, had a button right when I'm in studio where I can click on the mic and it says, there's a gear wheel, fuck me, I can't speak, where you can check on settings and actually test whether your microphone's working. You can also change which microphone you're using if you've got multiple mics. It's the same with your camera too, by the way. It's weird. Same with your earphones. Strange that. Anyway.
Is there anybody out there? Just not if you can hear me. I just need to know if my microphone is working or not right now.
You stink. Get out of here. Kick bricks. Get the fuck out. That was the last straw for me. You're out. You're out.
This is.
Yeah, you'll notice I've decided that Brian Landon is only useful for little clips. Weirdly enough, Das Boot, Dang Lizard. I can't say the word gear. It's weird, isn't it? It's almost as if I wasn't dealing gear for years. Anyway.
It's not a proper stream. I'm going to have to, let me just give crappy excuses. It's not a proper stream. This is like, I want to ask you some questions, and also you can ask me questions too. You can see I've done absolutely nothing to prepare for this. I haven't done any, I thought, I could have done something. I could have dressed up. I could have put on a fucking bow tie, and I've done nothing.
I will give Stealth credit though. For yonks, we've been screaming for Stealth to do a live stream. And he's always said, look, I've got nothing to bring. And credit to him, he's gone live. And he still's got nothing to bring. However, at least he had the bollocks to do it. Again, like I said, I just got an issue to the fact that he went on MLC and then seemed to get goofed on by every Tom, Dick and Harry, including Panhandler. Imagine Panhandler trying to give you shit. It's funny, Panhandler. StealthKaos made you look like a right fucking knob, by the way. It was great.
What I'm doing right now is I'm practicing, and you're seeing the birth of somebody who doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
Hit that like and subscribe button.
Because I'm a dumbass, I thought that when you get behind a StreamYard, and maybe Dr. Megagy can chip in on this.
Yeah, cool stuff. The person you want to ask is Chow. It's really going to work out wonders for you. Stealth, I've asked people in other chats, because you got me blocked, to ask you this. Just message me. I can help you out with shit like this and not actually troll you, weirdly enough.
I thought when you get behind the StreamYard and you're looking, I can see the chats at the side of, on the side of the StreamYard thingamajig page. I thought I could see everybody's chats, including people I blocked in real life. Yeah. I thought you block people on YouTube, but then when you get on a StreamYard, you can see everybody. That's what I thought, like a dumbass. Echo, help me out here, darling.
Again, maybe Echo is probably the perfect guy for you to ask. Actually, Echo is not going to troll you in regards to StreamYard shit, mate. Anyway.
As a fellow Brit, I thought like if you block people in your own time on YouTube, it wouldn't. Then when you came to StreamYard, they'd all magically appear. Apparently, that's not the case. I didn't want to block anybody for this.
Now, obviously, I watched this because I've got no life whatsoever. What I think happened is StealthKaos panicked. I think he blocked a female chatter in his chat, then realized, oh shit, I'm going to get like a lot of shit for this, right? Therefore, in order to change that, let me just unblock everybody, therefore it'll be sorted. But what Stealth doesn't realize is if he's blocked that person through StreamYard with his YouTube linked, on YouTube's back end, that person that you've blocked doesn't show up as a glitch. Joey C did it to me and others many moons ago, like probably about 3 years ago, and still hasn't figured out how to sort this out. Anyway.
Until they screw themselves over live on air for everybody to see. But apparently the people I blocked on YouTube are also blocked in the chat in StreamYard.
Yeah, Stealth. Don't know if you're aware of this, mate, but when you sign into YouTube via StreamYard, it links. So therefore, if you blocked them on YouTube, they're blocked in StreamYard. Numpty.
So I can't address them, and they're going to say I'm a coward, basically. But what I did in a panic before this shitty stream started was to unblock everybody on YouTube. So theoretically,
I assume that you panicked after you banned a female chatter and then just went and unbanned everybody. But it didn't work out, did it, Stuff?
I can address them and everybody can chat. There's nobody blocked. Theoretically. You know what? The worst thing is when I start to sound like Carmax, that's going to be really hard.
See, look at that shit. It's supposed to be a dark shirt, but yeah, I guess it reads differently with my camera, which would happen.
Now, the reason why I put that in is because I don't know whether anybody is aware of StealthKaos, but StealthKaos does seem to like to. I see you there, you motherfucker. StealthKaos does seem to have that sort of attire. Ickle, you want on, dear? What's happening? It's funny I say that, I can't hear you unless I put you on stage. Well, 2 seconds. Let me go here. And then let me go here. What's up?
I wanted to tell you something in private without the chat knowing.
Right, I'll put you back and I'll do the show. I'll speak to you in about an hour.
I'll send you a message in a private chat and then you can tell the chat, but don't tell them it's from me. All right.
All right, Christina. See you later.
Right.
Prick. Right now, oh, for fuck's sake! So now I balls this up, haven't I? Nope. No, you bellend. Right, here we go. All right, that'll have to fucking do for now, won't it? Jesus Christ. Anyway, here we go. Oh, fuck you, sideways. Ickle, you're bellend. Right, where is he? Where the fuck was he? Fuck it, we're going from here. Ickle, you're a cunt.
That's at the side of, on the side of the StreamYard thingamajig page. I thought
Don't pause the video, you bellend.
I could see everybody's chats, including people I blocked in real life. Yeah. I thought like you block people on YouTube, but then when you get on a StreamYard, you can see everybody. That's what I thought, like a dumbass.
So I just got told some information third hand. So apparently, Stealth said to somebody in private that this is a bit. He never had the intention of unbanning anybody. Now, I don't know whether that's the fruit trying to fuck with me on his StreamYard, but nevertheless, I don't know why the fruit would lie about that. And that's interesting because you played it off quite well. And I believe that he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. So that makes this clip fucking relevant. You fuck fruit. God damn it.
Echo, help me out here, darling. As a fellow Brit.
Right, let me fast forward.
So I can't address them. and they're going to say I'm a coward, basically. But what I did in a panic before.
Yeah, we've got that. Yeah.
Shirt, but yeah, I guess it reads differently with my camera, which would happen.
Anyway, yeah, I know blocking is the shit, but I'm not. We're going to block by consensus on this stream.
Well, so with the information that the fruit just gave me through other sources, so whoever Stealth told, obviously that person then told the fruit, and then the fruit told me that he didn't want anybody to know it come from him. So there you go, it's the fruit. Guess who it was? It was OJ. Anyway, this is all a bit.
Right, everybody gets a say. I'm just a facilitator. I'm going to have to say, you're going to get bored of this speech, but I'm the facilitator of this stream. And this is a stream where the people in the chat are just as, if not more important than I am. Right. Then I said, StealthKaos, welcome StealthKaos.
As you saw there, the first chat he goes to after saying the people in the chat are just as important as I am is himself. So I should have picked up on that nuance or whatever the fuck, so that's more for me, I suppose.
I said, not Victoria, that's a block. Now, I didn't block her though, but I can't see her on this goddamn contraption. I can't see her. However, I took a photograph of what she chatted. Just to be so thorough, Joe Burrow. So
see, you notice, right? And I've done it myself, so I'm guilty of this too. Bacon bits with the wait, copying Tommy Jordan, who copied Stuttering John, to Stealth now going so far as Joe Burrow, copying the clip of so far as Joe Burrow. Yeah, because everybody else in live streaming doing it. It's weird. It's almost as if Stealth, for example, on MLC yesterday was shit talking Melton, but yet a year or so ago was licking his ass. It's weird. It's almost like he's a flip-flopper. But we'll get on to the Catalanos later. Yeah, exactly, Tommy Jordan. You copied Stuttering John, calling you out for it. Anyway, press play.
Victoria's comment was, he has nothing to say. He's a coward. So she was replying to A. Thompson. A. Thompson says, just start now. And she comes in very helpfully.
Do you see how tedious this was? This was 4.5 hours of this shit, by the way. Yeah. And it is exactly like that all the way through. Yeah. So a chat, obviously, he ain't got super chats or whatever, but a chat he would spend 5 minutes on, like responding to. And then if that chat was like a reply to somebody else, he would then go back and read that first chat again. So you had like at least a good 25 minutes, I remember, of watching this, going, wait a minute, he's still on comment 37 or whatever to 40. But yet I've just made a chat that's comment 284. You see what I'm saying? It's a bit like Joey C. Like, again, the comparisons to all these cows. A bit like Joey C that would do this, which is, let me just look through the live chat. Oh, yeah, somebody here said something here. And everybody's like, that's not relevant to what the fuck you're showing. That's like 5 miles up the chat. Anyway, yeah, whatever.
Oh, I say, I need to sleep to A. Thompson. Mine doesn't show up either. I don't know why. And maybe I blocked myself. Then Not Victoria 444 comes in and says, he has nothing to say. He's a coward. So if I can just address that, she's known me for a long time. She basically has followed me around ever since she's heard about me. And
now, I don't know whether that's true or not. However, I will say this. I did find it funny that he kept repeating her comment over and over again. Now, the thing about, like, if I can convey this correctly, the thing with what I'm doing, I've noticed other seasoned dabblers have picked up on it, right? And they're not actually going to bring up my comments or make comment to what I've said, which is fine, whatever. However, people like Stealth Will or Bacon Bits, they haven't picked up on this yet. That I'm basically just wanting them to repeat whatever the fuck I say, no matter how acidine, no matter how off topic it is. It's just to see whether they get stuck on it. Now, with that comment from Victoria saying to Stealth that he took a screenshot of, by the way, yeah, he's got nothing to say really did stick in his mind, which is crazy. That shows you like how to get to StealthKaos. Like that's a sensitive spot for him. Yeah. Which is interesting, right? Because you think a man of his advanced age wouldn't care whether people like didn't want to listen to his opinion or not, you know, whatever.
I just want, like the people in the chat, he has nothing to say, she said. Is there anybody here that doesn't think I talk way too much of the time, and that I'd have nothing else but things to say?
You talk too much way too often, I believe, is probably the correct vocabulary or formation of a sentence like that stuff. But anyway, yeah, being a northerner, you wouldn't understand that, would you?
And that I won't stop talking, that I've got verbal diarrhea, and that no one can shut me up. And she says he has nothing to say. Okay, first, he's a coward. Well, that's somewhat subjective, but however, in relationship to doing a stream or coming on stream, I did that, so I guess I'm not a coward as far as that goes. Anyway, enough of her.
No, I believe the word would be I'm not a coward stuff. Anyway, let me see whether I can fix this layout by doing this. We might need a little bit of a palette cleanser. As anybody that knows me pretty well, I cannot stand AI music. So I'm about to be a hypocrite right now and play you an AI song. However, I think the vast majority of you are going to thoroughly enjoy this, and it will lead me into the next segment. Don't worry, if you're worried about it being long as fuck, Norway just scored 1-0 against Brazil. Go and watch that instead. However, I do encourage you to stick around and pay attention to this.
This is going to stay, I guess you call this rear facing. I am not going to be on camera today. This is not about me. So this is my neighborhood. I'm not rich.
In the hospital line, she wears her apron clean, tiny silver hairpin, blue badge on her sleeve, rice steam on her glasses, coffee in a dented cup. She knows every hungry face and she keeps them filled up. She says, mijo, sit a while, break your worry in two. A plate can hold a prayer when the day comes due.
This sucks. This is going to be a debacle. This is a lot. This is a lot, and I'm doing it by myself. I don't have a producer. I don't have any friends. Hey, Reels.
Chromebook in Puerto Rico poor. Chromebook in Puerto Rico poor. She gives a little more when you can give no more. Chromebook in Puerto Rico poor. Chromebook in Puerto Rico poor. From the tray to the heart, she makes the hard day warm. But her hands don't shake. She counts the bread rolls like a promise she can make. A nurse steals a smile, a child asks for more. She slips an extra sweet bread under the paper score. She says, mijo, eat enough, you need strength to stand. In the middle of the rush, she's the calm in her hand. Chromebook in Puerto Rico poor. Chromebook in Puerto Rico poor. She gives a little more when you can't give no more. Chromebook in Puerto Rico poor. Chromebook in Puerto make the hard day warm. When the rain taps hard on the hospital roof, she hums to herself like she knows the truth. No throne, no crown, just a light in the door, and every tired soul leaves lighter than before.
Now, I got extremely lazy with that, and that video could have been a hell of a lot fucking better. However, again, I hate AI songs, but I mean, it's great, right? I don't know. Well, I know who did it, but I don't know whether they want to be recognized for doing so. If they do, please make a comment. I'll see it, and I'll give you a shout out. However, that is called Chromebook in Puerto Rico Poor, right? I don't think anything else needs to be said apart from that. And kudos to that person that did that for me. Thanks. Anyway, so now on to the burn victim herself, right? Remember, locales do similar things, walk and talks being one of them. And somebody decided it was a good idea to, and as you see in that footage of that song, that was her first walk and talk. The one in which she showed her debit card, by the way. So if anybody wants to commit fraud, go ahead. Hey, Chad, there you go. That's where you can get your money from. Kim Nicholson. Yeah. And in that, which I was originally going to clip, but Rocco covered it, she said, oh, everybody can see my body in reflection, and everybody should be talking about that rather than my pussy. And she was making reference to me, by the way. And just to clarify, I've not once said that I've seen Kim Nicholson's pussy. I've made reference to her sending pictures of an RB sandwich to other dabblers. It's her that's admitted that her pussy looks like an RB sandwich, right? I just want to make that clear and on the record. Anyway, Kim Nicholson went to a Puerto Rican supermarket. Apparently they're different to any other supermarket in America. Who would have funked it, right? Who would have thought a Spanish-speaking island would have had a different grocery store than the ones in mainland America? But anyway, here's Kim.
Prices are pretty good. And it has kind of a lot of everything. It has a huge produce section. So you see. Boop, boop. There we go. A lot of tropical stuff.
See, the other thing about doing in real live streams, some people, for example, the fruit would have those lapel mics. They're really good because, like, they just pick up your voice, right? However, if you're in a supermarket, for example, and they have a tannoy announcement, everybody's going to hear it. Now, what's interesting is Kim has lived in Puerto Rico for a while now, I assume. So therefore, you think she would go, well, maybe I've got an audience that doesn't understand Spanish. Maybe I'll translate exactly what gets said. Nope. Kim is too busy trying to look for asparagus, I believe, is it? But anyway, here we go.
Yeah. Muchos boricua.
Un momento, por favor. That's Spanish, Kim. You should learn it.
There you go. So cow on cow violence. Brian Landon there telling Kim Nicholson Spanish. As you're all aware, I can barely speak English, so I don't know whether that's Spanish or whether that's fucking, I don't know, Japanese, for example. Fuck this.
So I'm just gonna cruise the aisles. I do have a short list.
Now, you notice the word she used there was cruise. Now, Kim, I hate to say this, but didn't you get nicked for, and if you're not aware, nicked is the English term for being arrested for cruising around?
Definitely not going over 15. That thing is loud, huh? Yeah, go ahead. Definitely not going over 15 items.
Now, that's her bad internet connection. She says she's definitely not going over $15. Now, I hadn't seen this, but I do watch Rocco, like it's fucking like going to church, right? And Rocco said that Waterhead Chad had done a shopping walk and talk where he set a budget and accidentally went over it. Now, actually, MGD, you Polish dude, nicked means that you've been nicked by the old bill. If you were to nick something, then that means stealing something. Again, I know English is not your first language, so I'll let you get away with that. Anyway. So, Kim Nicholson here is clearly trying to copy Waterhead Chad. And Kim, it's weird. You didn't have to copy the same thing that happened with Waterhead Chad, which is getting booted from Rocco's show. Why is that? Is it because you're boring and nobody could stand watching you? Anyway, cheers, True. Anyway, fuck me. I can't even press the fucking button. All right, press play.
If I'm gonna have to have the patient, I mean, honestly, and whatever you want, like whatever, it's everything from people whiter than me to Dominicans, dark. So you see, let me see. Hey, Mickey.
Right, 2 seconds.
So,
yeah, right, I've got to say this, yeah. So, on Twitter this past week, I saw posted around, people were like, oh, look at this, Sam Bibley was funny. He told MGD on Twitter, he, she, whatever they are, can't have it both ways. That's hilarious. And it's like, yeah, but it's the fucking go-to easy joke. Do better, Hoss. There you go. Put that in a fucking clip. Do better, Hoss. There you go. Anyway.
I don't hate any of whatever this is. Whatever all this is. Oh, except for sweet potatoes. Wait. I don't know if it's sweet potatoes. Oh yeah, that is. They know them, but the rest is, I don't know what it is.
Holy shit. Haaland just put Norway 2-0 up against Brazil. Holy fuck. And there's me live streaming to everybody, and there's a minute left of the game, and Brazil's about to be knocked out of the World Cup. Anyway, yeah.
If you guys have any questions, let me know.
Shmuel Buckman has Kim Nicholson send you her Arby's sandwich. I don't eat Arby's, so why would she?
Now, I am a buck fucker for life. However, there you go from Shmuel Buckman's words himself. He doesn't eat Arby's sandwiches. So, Kim, you're shit out of luck. So don't send Shmuel Buckman or Joe Biden a picture of your Arby's sandwich. Yeah.
So, now here's more recognizable things. And I've been here so long that I think I'm kind of not remembering how different this is from being in the States. But it is very different.
Who knew, you know, you're in a foreign land, even though it's still part of the United States. Also, 2 seconds, I just saw, wait a minute. Now, guess what, everybody? Wait for Daytois. She's about to join the chat. Right, Mr. Blue Sky? Anyway, congratulations. Anyway, I got distracted by my own fucking YouTube chat. What bellend? Yeah, who would have thought it, right? Oh, the supermarket's different in a different land. Fucking good one, Kim.
But yeah, this is a huge produce section. Honestly, one of the best. In San Juan, Costco has better produce, but nobody's going to Costco for better grapes. So let's get into some prices, because produce will break the bank.
Right, so we're all part of this Dabbleverse, right? And we all like to have a laugh and a joke. But when an old bag like Kim Nicholson comes into the fray, she thinks that everybody wants to hear about prices of fucking groceries. How about this, Kim? People want to watch a live stream on YouTube to escape everyday fucking life shit, yeah? Yeah. How do I say this? Grandma, this ain't your Dabbleverse. There you go. That's how I can say it. There you go.
It is ridiculous. It's what they fucking want for some produce around here, but it comes from everybody else. I get it. It's not like they're making $1 million. I want to find some asparagus, because asparagus is insanity. What do we got going on? Oh yeah, everything's
All right, maybe I'm not correct. Transformers agreeing with me. Fuck.
Spanish. So that's one difference. Okay, that's not bad for green onions. They might not even have asparagus. Oh. Okay, so I don't eat these, but an artichoke is this is an artichoke, $5.59.
Now, I don't know the American prices of shit, but like, all right, it's $5. Is that shocking to anybody? How is that related to the Dabbleverse, Kim? Apart from somebody told you it was a good idea to do a in real life stream in a supermarket, and you fell for it. Anyway.
Holy shit. These are $6. Oh my god. You can buy these dried for like $1. The only thing I want here is a watermelon, and I guess I walked by them.
Right. So that's the first mention that Kim makes of a watermelon, right? And as she said immediately, maybe I just walked by them. I edited this down. It's about 5 minutes where she is wondering where watermelons are. Now, as you can tell, I'm a fine specimen of a human being, and clearly I eat healthily. Bollocks. Whole watermelons are quite hard to find in my area of the country in certain supermarkets because not everybody buys them. But nevertheless, you can't mistake a fucking watermelon. It's quite fucking big, right? But apparently this old bag can. And also, so she's going to ask an assistant where the watermelons are, right? So you go, okay, this is a perfect opportunity for Kim to show everybody how good her Spanish is, right? Apparently not.
They're 28 cents a pound, which is insanely cheap here. But did I walk by them? I don't think I... Okay, see, iceberg lettuce. I don't know. Is that cheap? Oh, but let's get to some bags of salad. Try to be healthy here. So that.
Yeah, Kim, let's be healthy and buy salad that's pre-cut and pre-packaged into some plastic. Yeah, because that'll be a hell of a lot cheaper than actual fresh salad, right? Fuck.
That's 10 ounces of spinach for $4 and tax. They tax food here. I just get frozen. Oh, that's not bad, but I'm not getting anything I don't need. I just want watermelon. He works here. Just go.
So if you heard there, Kim just admitted that she buys frozen veg, which is fine, I suppose. But if you live on an island and shit, well, wouldn't it be cheaper to buy fresh? I assume. I'm making that assumption, but who knows?
Okay. Sandia, watermelon. I don't know where it is. But you don't have the whole ones?
So there you go. So she knows the Spanish word for watermelon, I assume. That's Sandmia or whatever. But yet then proceeds to speak English afterwards, right? Which again is shocking to me because you go, you've been living on this island for at least 2 years. Who fuck knows how long, right? Like, it'd be like me not learning how to speak English, for example, right? The hypocrisy would be outrageous.
Whole ones, like entero. Maybe I'm stupid.
Are you slow or something, boy?
Oh, so here, plums, $3.49 a pound, and they're terrible. They're awful. Apples, $2 a pound.
See, again, this is exactly what every dabbler needs, is to know the prices of apples in Puerto fucking Rico.
Yeah, I don't think you have them. Maybe I'm really stupid. I'm sorry. In the front? Oh, I totally walked by them. Lo siento.
So, Kim was too busy at the start of her live stream to... I know, KB, it's weird. It's almost as if Kim Nicholson didn't realise that Melton did this bit like 2.5 years ago, you know, on apples and shit. Anyway, yeah, she was too preoccupied, if you will, with her own live stream than to notice a massive fucking pallet worth of watermelons, as you can see right there.
Okay, now look. Look at this. This is normally $1 a pound, but they're not looking to. But I'm gonna go for it anyway because I know.
Yeah. There's a reason why they're so cheap, Kim. It's because they're dog shit, right? Clearly, they just want to clear out said stock. Yeah. And I thought this was interesting, right? Because this is the independent Kim, nearly 60 years old, doesn't owe anybody any hotness. Check out her choosing a watermelon and what transpired. Bear in mind, she's almost 60 years old, right? 60 years old, and she doesn't know how to pick a fucking watermelon. She has to Google it.
I'm not spending $1. I mean, I'm from Oregon. I just can't. There's certain quality. This guy might be the best one. So I have picked out pretty good watermelons in the past, but the last time wasn't so good. So I Googled it today and found ones, and there's literally no other ones here. Oh, that might be a good one. Hold on. I'm gonna have to put you all down. I gotta try to pick this bitch up with one hand. Oh, this is it. Holy shit, this thing is heavy. Oh my God. It's gonna be delicious. I can just tell by how heavy it is. Wait, look. Look at that bitch. Did you hear?
And there you go. That was Kim Nicholson. Now, I've got Panhandler's chat up here. Yeah, Pan, fair enough. You're white, so you don't know what a watermelon is. Funny joke. But you certainly know what an Arby's sandwich looks like, don't you, sir? Anyway. Right, so that was Kim Nicholson. And as you can tell, I'm really enthusiastic about continuing the show. We're an hour in. For those that come here for just that content, see you later. I'm about to do 10 minutes of Joey C. For those that want the Joey C content, strap in. This is great. So Joey, as you're fully aware, is running for office in 2028. And I thought, I've got to be nice to Joey. I've got to be friendly to him and show him, as Brazil have got a penalty and Neymar's going to score, but yet Brazil are going to go out of the World Cup. It's going to be great. Anyway, I better show Joey doing his little speech, yeah, for Catalano 2022, as somebody said there. Yeah. And then Joey from the other night when he's coming to Chad Zumach's defense. But anyway, I'll let Joey do his political spiel. Also, just pay attention to Joey's eyes. He's reading the auto cue. Neymar scored the penalty, by the way. It's 2-1.
Americans, my name is Joseph Samuel Catalano III, and I'm proud to stand before you as your independent candidate for president in 2028. Our nation faces critical challenges that demand our urgent attention, from the inside trading, the taint of our politics system, to
the taint. All right, okay.
The erosion of honesty and integrity in Washington. If we are truly committed to winning back the White House and serving the best interests of the American people, then these issues, rather than merely treating them as a symptom, are hard work we have ahead of us. We must fix these problems. It is time for genuine leadership. It's time for transparency. It's time for a change. As an independent leader, dedicated to the people, I believe in the honesty and integrity are the foundation upon which we rebuild trust and restore the nation.
Now, to be fair to him, this is political spill. And Joey has said before, he's not a politician, so this is not natural to him. Maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh. But seeing it has just been the 4th of July, I felt a little bit patriotic myself, as you saw with the intro. And I thought, yeah, why not show Joey being all like patriotic and shit? Vote for him, I suppose. I don't know.
Promises are just not going to do it anymore. The core is the symptoms together. We fix, we rebuild. American assures accountability at all levels, and government and champion real solutions of politics self-interest. I'm Joseph Samuel Catalano. I represent the American people. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. And remember, let's get me on the ballot, and let me show you what I can do, because it's time for just an ordinary man, one that don't think a little bit out of the box, but will get results.
There you go. So, and of course, I use Brian Landon again because he's only good for fucking clips. Yeah, Brian. Here's a little tip for you while I think of it. There's no need to go for 12 hours long. If I'm only going to clip you for like 10 seconds, like maybe you should only live stream for 2 minutes.
I mean, you slow or something, boy?
I'm be doing this because of my president candidacy, but I've had enough of Patrick Belton. I have had enough of Patrick Belton and him whining.
So straight away, Joey says in his next live stream, which I believe was on Friday night, for me, but like Friday evening, depending on where you are in the States. I shouldn't be doing this because of my political campaign, but Patrick Milton. Now, I could have clipped Joey on MLC this week, not saying too much whilst Chad was on and while Brennan was reminding Joey of how evil Milton was. Wait, fuck that. I might as well just play Joey and actually play everybody the clip of Milton with Joey, but that comes up in a minute.
Crying. And it ain't the point of what Chad did. If Chad did that, Chad did it for a very good reason. But Melton, let me tell you something. Let's talk about Patrick Melton. Let me talk about Patrick Melton. Patrick Melton is a guy that desecrates people's families. He goes after and he hits hard and he doesn't stop. He doesn't stop. Let me tell you something about Melton. He's a grifter.
Yeah. Okay. So, honestly, Joey, the hypocrisy about calling Melton a grifter coming from you is hilarious. Remember, you asked Melton to pay your way to the first Hackamania. You want to tell your audience that, did you?
He grifted trips. He grifts when he needed an iPhone. He needed the iPhone. He wanted a car. He grifts.
So Melton put out that he needed a new iPhone on Twitter. He didn't set up a GoFundMe or anything. He said that he wanted a new car. Holy fuck. Joey, do you want me to talk about what happened with you when you were going to be gifted a car for free, by the way? Yeah, what happened? Oh, that's right. You decided to go, hey, Big Black, you're an uppity nigger. Why is that? Because you felt it highly offensive to people in your chat, i.e. me, saying, hey, you're that fucking poor. People are gifting you vehicles, but yet you cannot be asked to pay the $247 and 40 odd cents you still owe the courts in Florida. Anyway.
He's the biggest grifter on this internet. And you can stick your super tips up your ass if that's what you want to do, okay? Because you take that away from me, I just more and more for me to come after you about, okay? But you know what? You think I'm the dumbest guy in the world, Melton? Well, guess what?
By the way, yeah, there's a reason why I said the M-word. I saw an Ashman Gold clip, and I've not seen it on my chosen propaganda in the UK, but apparently the British government, let me go full screen, says, apparently the British government is trying to enforce social media platforms, including YouTube, for example, to only push certain propaganda or channels we like the government, as in like BBC or ITV, because they follow the government's word. We don't have freedom of speech over here. And yes, I said a slur, which is out of order. And if I said it outside, I would be arrested, and rightly so. However, you guys are Americans, right? And the vast majority of my audience are Americans, yeah? You believe in freedom of speech, yeah? So me dropping an M-bomb like that, repeating exactly what Joey called Big Black, in context, everybody understands that I'm just saying a word. Didn't mean that it was racist or bigoted or anything like that, yeah? So I implore everybody, please, share this shit channel around, because by all accounts, if the British government get their way, this channel ain't going to be seen by anybody. Anyway.
The dumbest guy in the world is going to go. I'm going to get every single person in this Dabbleverse or in this internet, everybody since you've been around. I'm going to find out how many people were damaging you did to their families. And I'm going to get them and I'm going to go with a court.
So, again, so saying the M-word is not free speech. Okay, fair enough. I thought free speech was you have the will to say whatever the fuck you want, whether you like it or not.
With Chad. So, you know what? Why don't you just forget about it, take it like a man, and stop, okay? And I'm sick and tired of everybody going after Chad saying he's this or that. Everybody makes mistakes. What is my whole presidency about? It's about the redemption arc.
Redemption arc? Yeah, congratulations, Mr. Blue Sky. That is a World Cup upset if ever I've seen one. Holy shit. Anyway, yeah, don't worry. I slowed this down so you can understand exactly what Joey fucked up here.
The redemption are about people can change and people can do good for people. You understand? You finally get enough of people going after you. And then they made Chad cry today. Chad was in tears.
I've gotten so much fucking shit over this goddamn GoFundMe because I wanted to do a special, man. And
By the way, the reason why I've clipped this is I'm on the side of this is fake crocodile tears from Chad here. The vast majority of the Doubleverse has gone, holy shit, Chad really did cry. I think this is Chad trying to force tears out because he's realized, oh shit, people hit my goal. Hence the reason why today he upped the goal, because he's like, oh shit, I need more fucking money. Anyway.
You guys have no fucking idea how much shit I'm dealing with in real life, man. And I'm being honest. And I don't give you, if you guys think I'm a pussy, I don't give a fuck. This is honestly really nice of you. And I've been dealing with so much fucking bullshit on and off all of this. And you guys don't even know.
I prefer the song Small Axe, I believe. Remember the Nick? Anyway, so I got distracted because I've seen this clip of Chad Lip fucking several times already this weekend. Yeah.
No, you don't even know half of the shit I fucking put up with, man.
Let me tell you something. Chad Zuma's got more of a comedic background than Patrick Melton. At least Chad Zuma is a working, functioning comedian, and he is funny. And Chad will do his special. You guys all sit there and you take Melton. How many people have taken Melton's side? Melton is a douchebag. He is a douchebag. Trust me on that.
Now, what's funny, Joey, is you might be right. Melton might be a douchebag. But like you, Joey, I've met Melton once. And like you, Joey, I actually got on well with Melton. Funny enough, I smoked a Newport with Melton and Pat Dixon, where I believe when you met Pat Dixon, sorry, you didn't meet Pat Dixon. When you met Patrick Melton, your wife was smoking a Newport, right?
Made $7,000 off of my child who passed away by selling squares. $7,000 desecrating my family. And ever since he's done that, I've had more problems with the internet because of him, because he continues to send trolls, and he does it secretly. You know what, Rocco? I don't care if you're watching this tonight and you get mad. You worship an idiot. A fat fucking piece of shit is what you fucking do, okay? And you don't have to worry about what I do, Bacon Bitch. Worry about you making it where you're going to go, okay?
And that ties back into Bacon Bits asking for my support because Joey told him to shut the fuck up and listen, which I actually am in agreement with Joey. Bacon Bits, if you want to troll, sorry, I can't even speak to them. If you want to troll Joey C, how about learning some history of Joey C first and then hit him with something rather than going in his chat while he's on a rampage? He'll see your name and realize, see, this is the thing with Joey C. He'll go, oh, he's a Shuley fan. But yeah, I've been watching Shuley way longer than you, therefore get in line. And that's the issue and barrier you will have, Bacon Bits. I think probably the best way for you to get to Joey C is to start talking to his daughter, because that's exactly why Joey now thinks me and him are okay, because apparently I'm the reason why his daughter moved out of home. It's great. Anyway.
You still got fucking 10 years to catch up to what I've done, okay? So don't even, you want to come in here and listen? Listen. You don't? Kick rocks. Okay? That's my fact to you, okay? Let's not forget Melton was arrested for a felony of cocaine. Melton grew up in one of the worst parts of Florida, was a scumbag since he's been a fucking kid. I'm not a liar. I told a white lie, okay? Just like when I lied to the government. I'm a convicted liar.
So, I'll put that in because that's my favourite drop of Joey C ever. However, I will agree with this. It does look like Melton did get charged with having cocaine. However, Joey, it's kind of hard for you to break that news to your audience when, in your own words, you're a convicted liar. So why the fuck would they believe you?
What has Melton done lately? He grips. And he's got fucking Cardiff Electric and Rocco always fucking sucking his cock. Like they need Melton. The only reason Melton sucks up to Rocco and is nice to Rocco because he knows Rocco way better than him. And he knows Rocco would blow out the dominate him over anything.
I don't know whether Rocco would blow Melton, but yeah, good point, Joey.
Melton never stops. He cries wolf. He's crying. Melton's crying motherfucking wolf. This is what he's doing. He's going to sit there and cry? He's got a little money he made for Hackamania and the super tips is bringing him some money, okay? So now he's going to get more high-priced lawyers. And he keeps going after people. Let me tell you something. This guy goes after Michael Ray Bowers. He's going after StealthKaos. And I'm not defending none of these people to be good people. I will defend Chad to be a good person because he's my friend and I know him. I don't know Michael Bowers. I don't know StealthKaos. but he desecrates it, makes his living off of being the most ratchet person on the internet, and everybody bows to this guy. Everybody bows to him.
Welcome back, Samvi. You've been missed, and there's many dabblers, if you will, that's been allowed to enter the Dabbleverse that need your attention. Thanks. Anyway, back to Joey's little spill.
Melton ain't shit, and I surely ain't afraid of Melton. Never have been, never will be. There's the great Patrick Melton. There he is, folks. Patrick, give a shout out.
So, for context, this is Joey C at Hackermania 1. Yeah. At this point, it's been about 2 months since Melton's done the Ashy C on the wall, right? This is how Joey interacts with Melton in person.
Yes. Give a shout out. The great Patrick Melton.
Hackermania! No one's coming!
Get out of my ass! I'm Patrick Melton! You want to go up? I'm going, brother. I'm ready.
You're not going up. I don't see you.
It's up to you, brother. Bitches! Hey, I got a good Ray DeVito joke my wife wrote.
You guys are good sports. Thank you for understanding that I didn't mean.
Right.
Really mean I'm fucking with you because you're getting mad.
Hey, you matured us how to act.
You've matured us how to act. No, isn't it? You've shown us how we should be acting. Anyway.
I don't know about that, but hey, here you are, the great Patrick Melton, folks. There he is. Bye. Good luck. Okay. I try to just be a good person. I try. When I'm wrong, if I say something I'm wrong about, I admit it. When I got in trouble with the law, I was a man, accountable, and I went and took care of it.
Yeah, just to clarify, Joey did do a mini stand-up set, which I believe I got somewhere. I have to find it for later references, where he does say this Ray DeVito joke that the Mogwai had written, and it is piss poor. It's almost as if, I don't know, Joey didn't know the alleged stand-up comedian Chad Zumach at that point, but yet here we are, almost 4 years removed. And Joey's defending Chad for what reason? Oh, that's right. Joey's now on the Brennan payroll, and therefore has to defend his brother Chadley for Brennan.
And I did whatever I had to do. Everybody comes after me. That's fine. Because you know what? I don't care about my presidency winning. I care about what I'm trying to build to help people. So
there you go. Thank you, Joey. You finally said it. Joey doesn't care if he wins or not. So therefore, don't fucking vote for him. And what he's about to say, I think, is even worse than trying to win an election. It's to think that he has the, what's the right word? The voice enough or the brains enough for other candidates to pick apart his stuff and take it upon themselves. Anyway, I'll let Jerry say it.
That's it. It ain't about me winning. It's about me helping people. And if I win, that's fine. But I'm not going to sit here and let this Melton come back and now he's filing all his paperwork, trying to scare Chad because he thinks Chad don't got no money. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll raise them for a high price lawyer for Chad. We'll do everything we can. And I think he's got a pretty good person in his corner with Kevin Brennan.
Now, before I went live, Rocco did a members only show where Melton was on and they were discussing Chad, and Melton brought up Joey C, and I was half paying attention because I was getting prepared for this, but I believe Joey C was asking for $1 from 1 million people to raise $1 million. Is that to hire said lawyer for Chad Zumach, or is that for your campaign, Joey? Which one? Because again, somebody is back on the old meth. And I'm not talking about the vape that I've made you started smoking, Joe.
Kevin Brennan backs Chad 110%, and he's got the money. So I would fucking Melton would really be stupid. Take the fucking strike like a man. The only reason Melton's doing this because he's been so vile on YouTube for years that this will probably be it for him. He'll probably be done on YouTube. Oh, his statement. I'm not gonna let them do what Stutter and John did to Shuli. You see Shuli crying?
Oh, he fake crying. Oh, the crocodile tears.
No, Shuli just.
There you go, Joseph. I know you watched this. There is your daddy Brennan ripping the piss out of Shuli, crying over who? ISO. Remember the video that Shuli is now taking off of the Shuli network? Why is that? Because it's so fucking embarrassing. Because there's no evidence that the donations on that stream actually went to the charity they said it was going to go to. As I almost dribble out of my own mouth. What the fuck's all that about? Anyway, so tell me again, Joey. Do we see Shuli crying? Fuck yes, we do. We see Shuli crying by making 2 fucking GoFundMes. We see Shuli crying by getting upset that a Shuli fan beats one of these guys on a live stream earlier and it ruins their fucking bits so Shuli isn't able to pay for his family. We see Shuli cry all the fucking time, Joseph. Yeah? Fuck. Anyway.
Armed himself and went right back after him. Just like Chad's gonna. Because I'm gonna make sure Chad does. And you keep thinking I'm the dumbest guy in the world, Melton, but I tell you what, I'm not. And I've educated myself the last year with political stuff. And let me tell you something. I'm doing something good. I get up every day and I do something good. I don't want nothing out of it but people to get their voices back. And my friend Chad was in tears today. In tears, so emotional. And Rocco wants to laugh about it. Because that's what they do. They sit there and play your friend and they fucking sit there and they cut up on you. Because they want to laugh.
Well, Joe, it's funny you say that because your friend Chad Zumach is actually asking Rocco to be his director / producer of his special. So it looks like somebody's not on the same page. Also, Joey, the last time you went live whilst Melton was doing a Friday's membership show, he didn't snipe you, did he? And the time before that didn't work. So 3rd time lucky didn't work neither, Joey. Why is that? Because even though I told Melton you were live trashing him, Melton seems to have moved the fuck on. It's almost as if you're irrelevant yourself, Joey. So I suggest like upping your game, do something special, you know, I don't know, do something interesting. Anyway, that is the end of this shit show. I thank everybody that's tuned in. Sorry it wasn't entertaining. It will never be entertaining. And on the subject of grifting, right, I did apply for Super Tip. Now, will I get a response? Fuck knows. Will I actually enable it? Fuck knows. Because I probably won't figure out how to fucking use it. But for those that have messaged me and said, oh, look, you know, sign up because, you know, we want to give you money. I appreciate it. But for real, if you're my friend and shit, I don't want your fucking money. I'm doing this for one reason and one reason only. It's to remind everybody that Joseph Samuel Catalano III is a convicted liar. Now, I don't know what my end. Oh, there you go. I believe this is what's the song called? Jerusalem. There you go. Anyway, enjoy. See you later. Always be dabbling. Whoever the fuck.